Hey you! So today I want to quickly show you how you can stabilize your velvet fabric to give it that rich and luxury look and to make it suitable for some designs that requires a more stabilized fabric or a more stabilized velvet fabric. Say you want to work on this style, this particular blouse, you will need this very simple trick that I'm about to show you in this video. We all love velvet fabric, yeah, because of its therapeutic feel and the lushness. But then sometimes working with it can be so tiring and frustrating. And that is why in this video, I shared a very simple tip that can help you maneuver all of that and make your sewing experience a smoother one and the most stress-free one. And at the end of the day, you wonder if it's the same velvet because of the way it will turn out. So sit back, relax, watch, and learn. For this process, you will need your velvet fabric, of course, and here I have this to show you how to go about it. It's a kind of two-way stretch velvet fabric and it's the taped mouth. You can use any grade of velvet fabric that you so wish, but here I'm using the taped mouth, which is kind of easier to work with compared to the one that doesn't come with a taped mouth. Then you will also need your satin fabric, any satin of choice, but satin is a very good option. You can use doll face, mirror face, Duchess, or any kind of satin that you so wish, but just know that satin is a very good option for this. Then you will need your fusible web, your hemming gum. Here I have the 10 inches wide hemming gum, but if you don't have this 10 inches, you can use the smaller one, which is the 1 inch. Okay, if you also have the one wider than the 10 inches, go ahead and use it, but just know that you will need your hemming gun for this process. So I've gone ahead to cut out this piece of fabric just to show you. I'm not using this for anything, but for whatever you want to use this for, if you know that 2 years will be enough for you, you cut 2 years on the velvet and 2 years on the satin, and then you do the next process. So whichever one you want, either you want to do it first before you cut out the your pattern on the fabric, or you cut out your pattern first before you do this next process. But I would honestly advise that you do this process like this method using here. You cut out the yardage that will be enough for you, or the quantity of fabric that you know will be enough for you, and then you do this process before you transfer your pattern to the fabric. Okay, so if you're using the 1 inch hemming gum, it's just very simple. You're going to do it the same way. You place the hemming gum bit by bit on the fabric this way. But if you're using the wider one, that one is faster and it's a whole lot easier, because something that is faster that saves your time is actually very easier. So you're going to just basically place it this way. So I'm going to cut it out where it meets the smaller part of the hemming gum, the 1 inch, just this way. Then I'll fill up the other empty space just this way. It's very simple. Just go ahead and like place your hemming gum on the fabric. And then another thing that is very important is that you do it in a way that you press on the satin and not on your velvet. If you want to retain the shine of your velvet, you don't have to use like press too much on the right side. You press more on the wrong side than on the right side. Same thing applies to your satin, those shiny satin. If you want to retain the shine, you don't press on the right side, you press on the wrong side of the fabric. So do it this way, then I'm going to like transfer this to a pressing fabric like this way, and then sprinkle some water. If you're using a steaming iron, you don't have to sprinkle any water because your iron will do it for you. After sprinkling some water, I will place the satin on it this way, and then you can see that the right side of the satin is facing up, like it's facing me. So that is totally optional depending on what you want to use this for. If you're using this for a blouse that you still need to cut out another lining, then you don't have to worry about placing it on the wrong side or on the right side. You place the satin anyhow you want it. But then if you want to use this for a skirt, mama skirt, those long skirts that you don't need to like line it all the way down, then placing it the way that the right side of the satin facing you will be a very good option, so that the velvet is shining on its own and then when you turn the dress to the inside, the satin is shining. So after all of that, you're going to press. You can see that I first iron down the hemming gum and now I'm pressing. If you're using a steaming iron, just go basically like iron it. But if you're using this type of iron, after sprinkling the water, you place it on one side and after a few seconds you shift it. Then after you're done, make sure the iron is not very hot. You're now going to press on the right side of the velvet. But like I said before, if you want to retain the shine of your velvet, do not use a very hot iron on the right side of the velvet. So after that, this is what it looks like. And you can already see that it came out so well. And when I compare this with the raw velvet, this one, the one that we didn't touch, you can see the difference. The raw one obviously has a lighter feel, while this one has a firmer feel. So if you want to use this for your blouse, you're simply going to cut it out on your pattern, like cut out your pattern on this fabric. Then you're going to cut another lining with the satin. Okay, the lining will also be satin. Then you're going to press your interface on it. Like you press the interface on the lining, the satin you cut out as the lining for your blouse, not this one. This satin that we gum to the velvet is already an interface, a very good one at that. So you don't need to press another interface except the economy is favorable on your side. You can just do whatever you want, but the satin already is an interface because if you google what is interface, it's not just the one, the white one, the one that comes in white color and black. You can also use another fabric as an interface. But this method, it takes your velvet fabric from 1 to 100 and it makes people wonder if it's the same velvet. So let me know in the comments if you'll be trying this and I'll see you on my next one. Be good. Bye.